నాదతను మనిషం శంకరం నాదతను అనిశం శంకరం నాద తను మనిషం శంకరం నాదతను మనిషం శంకరం నాదతను మనిషం శంకరం నాదతను మనిషం శంకరం నమామి మే మనసా చిరసగనాదతను మనిషం శంకరం నమామి మే మనసా చిరసగనాదతను మనిషం మోదకరా నిగమోదమ సామ మోదకరా నిగమోదమ సామ మోదకరా నిగమోదమ సామ మోదకరా నిగమోదమ సామ వేద సారం వారం వారం మోదకరా నిగమోదమ సామ వేద సారం వారం వారం నాదతను మనిషం శంకరం నమామి మే మనసా చిరసగనాదతను మనిషం సత్యోజాతాది పంచవక్త్రజ సత్యోజాతాది పంచవక్త్రజ సత్యోజాతాది పంచవక్త్రజ సత్యోజాతాది పంచవక్త్రజ సరిగమ పదని పరసప్త స్వర సరిగమ పదని పరసప్త స్వర విద్యాలోలం విదళిత కాలం విద్యాలోలం విదళిత కాలం విద్యాలోలం విదళిత కాలం విద్యాలోలం విదళిత కాలం విమల హృదయ త్యాగరాజ బాలం విమల హృదయ త్యాగరాజ బాలం నాదతను మనిషం శంకరం నమామి మే మనసా చిరసగనాదతను మనిషం నాదతను మనిషం ఇది రండి Friends, it's a pleasure for me to address this elite audience, and I first want to thank Mr. Karthikeyan for the fine sentiments he expressed at the outset. Today, I have chosen to give a discourse cum kacheri. And the central figure will be Thyagaraja, the greatest composer South India or India for that matter has produced. Thyagaraja was born in the latter part of the 18th century in the heart of Tamil Nadu, in Thiruvaru, near Thiruvaru, where he later settled. It is about 250 years ago that he was born. And he lived a long and very useful life, very musical life. There were only two things that mattered for Thyagaraja: his Rama and music. Thyagaraja was unique in several aspects. He was a versatile composer. He has composed dance dramas like Prahlad Bhakti Vijayam, Nauka Charitram, Sita Rama Vijayam. He has composed songs on several deities: Shiva, Rama, Krishna, Subramanya, and Anjaneya. Crowning all this, he is the only composer who has composed on music. If you study about 20 of his compositions, which are veritably scriptures, you will find the whole of Sangita Shastra embodied therein. That is why I started today's discourse with a song by Thyagaraja on music. And a study of such compositions gives you an idea as to how discerning a scholar he was. Nada tanum Shankaram namami. These are the words which occur in the benedictory verse of Sangita Ratnakara, the great treatise of Sarangadeva, which was produced in the 13th century. The first shloka is Nadatanam Shankaram Vande. So he must have studied. And in this, he speaks of the birth of the seven notes. They are born out of Samaveda. Samavedad idam geetam sanjagraha pitamaha. It was out of Samaveda that music was taken out and it was evolved. So, Samanigama, from that music came, and the seven notes are supposed to have come from the five faces of Shiva. Sadhyo Jataja. Samaveda Saram. Sarigama Padani. Sarigama Padani. Sarigama Padani. Sadhyo Jada, Vamadeva, Tatpurusha, Ishana. These are the five faces of Shiva. The seven notes are said to have emanated from the five faces of Shiva. Sadhyo Jata is the first face. Sarigama Padani Varasapta Swara Vidyalolam. In that Shastra he revels Shankara. And Shankara's body is supposed to be embodied in sound. It is sound, the embodiment of sound. Speaking of Rama also he says, Nadatmaka Rama, he says. Nada Sudha Rasambu Ilanu Narakritiyai. The essence of the sound took human form, and it was Rama, he says. So it is thus that Rama relates, Thyagaraja relates Rama and music. To him, Rama was the embodiment of sound, and he was concerned only with sound and Rama. He verily lived with these two, sound and Rama. And he lived a fairly long life, as I said, 80 years. And in a composition which he composed towards the end of his life, he says, addressing Rama, he says, Rama, I have fulfilled with all my heart whatever tasks you ask me to do, to fulfill. Munuvu neevu aanaticchinada Manasaraga Nidanamaga Salpina. Without any hurry, I have fulfilled the tasks you entrusted to me. Manasaraga, with all my heart. Nidanamaga, with no haste. Salpinan, I have done. Now is the time for you to call me to you. So with such composure and contentment, he speaks of his life, own life. So Rama has given some commands to him. He has spoken to Thyagaraja, and Thyagaraja has conversed with Rama. In several compositions you will find him saying, you told me this, you told me this. So much has happened between these two. And it is our fortune that Thyagaraja has given expression to these mystical experiences in terms of kritis, and he gives us the benefit of knowing what his experience was. Other composers often wail about their worries, about their intakante kashtamu kavalara. Is there a greater trouble more than this? Other composer. But Thyagaraja, he speaks of his joy. Intakanna anandamemi. Sohamaine chalo. I am one with Rama. Is there a greater joy than this? Can even Brahma know of this joy I am experiencing? That is Thyagaraja. He is the only composer, I may say, who speaks of the bliss and ecstasy he undergoes in his experience, mystical experiences. I will sing one song. Kanukonu Saukyamu. Thyagaraja Kanukonu Saukyamu. The joy I am experiencing. Kamalaju Kaina Galuguna. Can Brahma dream of this? No. Ananda has several grades. Kitananda, Mrigananda, Manushyananda, Devananda. The ultimate is Brahmananda. The greatest joy possible to be experienced is said to be that of Brahma. That is why we say, Brahmananda, as if we have seen it. Brahmananda. Just like we say now, Kanu Kanu Saukyamu, Kanu Kanu Saukyamu, Kamalaju Kaina Kaluguna, 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 Kanu Kanu Saukyamu. Danuja Vairi Danuja Vairi Danuja Vairi Danuja Vairi Jaguramuni Danuja Vairi Jaguramuni Dajagalgina Jadani Vina Danuja Vairi Jaguramuni Dajagalgina Jadani Vina Kanu Konu Saukyamu, Kamalaju Kaina Kaluguna, Kanu Konu Saukyamu. Tanu Okacho మానసొకచో తాను ఒకచో మానసొకచో తాను ఒకచో మానసొకచో తగిన వేష ఒకచో నిధి తాను ఒకచో మానసొకచో తగిన వేష ఒకచో నిధి జనులనే కనుకొను He says, can Brahma ever experience the joy I'm experiencing? But if you ask me, but how come you have tasted that joy? I will tell you the secret. Because I have had the blessing of Rama. Dhanuja Vairyagu Ramuni Daya Galgina Atani Vina. If you have the blessing of Rama, if you have his compassion, then you can experience it. For others who just make a show of bhakti, Dhanu Vakacho, their bodies are here, but their minds are elsewhere. Dhanu Vakacho, Manasakacho. But they cheat the world. Janulu Yechwariki, to those who cheat others by making a show of such devotion, Jayamaune, can they have victory in getting this joy? No. Only to those to whom Rama showers his compassion, they can experience this joy. And I have had it. Thyagaraja Kanukunu Sochi, he said. Humbly he says, Thyagaraja Kanukunu. I have had that experience. And Thyagaraja speaks of the joy, and I used to point out, this song was born out of the joy that Thyagaraja experienced. And as they say in chemistry, the reverse process, if you reverse reaction, if you sing this song and have some imagination, you can experience that joy. The joy produced this song, and the song can produce that joy. If you just have an imagination, just imagine what must have been the ecstasy that Thyagaraja experienced. If you just imagine and sing this song, I think we can at least snatch some percentage of the joy she experienced. And Thyagaraja, in several pieces, speaks of Nada Upasana. And he says, to those who do Nada Upasana, they worship sound, Swatantralu, and they won't bend to anyone. Tantratmulu yantra tantratmulu marimal mantratmulu yantra tantratmulu marimal vantara muleno galavaru tantri laya swara ragavilonu tantri laya swara ragavilonu jaga raja Swatantru వెలసిరి ఓ మనసానా తో పాయాసన చే శంకర నారాయణ విదుడు వెలసిరి ఓ మనసానా తో పాయాసన వేదో ధరులు వేదో ధరులు వేదాతీతులు వేదో ధరులు వేదాతీతులు వేదో ధరులు వేదాతీతులు విశ్వమేయల నిండి గూల్డె వారులు విశ్వమేయల నిండి గూల్డె వారులు నాదో పాసన చే శంకర నారాయణ విదుడు వెలసిరి ఓ మనసానా తో పాయాసన. Today, my aspiration is to go back as if in a time machine of H.G. Wells and go back about 200 years to the days and place of Thyagaraja in the small village Thiruvayaru, where he lived for 8 years, and share the pleasure of being in the vicinity of Thyagaraja, being in his own house for one whole day. And Thyagaraja's day starts, and he had no one to worship or to serve under. He had only Rama and his music, and he served Rama through music, his own compositions. And these students were with him all throughout his life. Thyagaraja gets up about 4 o'clock in the morning. And his first concern is Rama. He has to wake me up. Meluko vayya mammeluko Rama meluko meluko vayya mammeluko Rama meluko vayya mammeluko Rama melaina Sita sametana bhagyama melaina Sita sametana bhagyama meluko mammeluko నారదాదులు నిన్ను కోరిని మహిమలు నారదాదులు నిన్ను కోరిని మహిళవ వారిగా పాడుచు నారెప్పుడు నారదాదులు నిన్ను కోరిని మహిమలవు వారిగా పాడుచు నారిపుడు తెల్లవారగా వచ్చినది తెల్లవారగా వచ్చినది శ్రీరామనవనీత తెల్లవారగా వచ్చినది శ్రీరామనవనీత క్షీరములు బాగుగా నారగింపరువేగ క్షీరములు బాగుగా నారగింపరువేగ మెలుకోవయ్య మమ్మేలుకో రామా మేలైన సీతా సమేతన భాగ్యమా మెలుకో ప్లీజ్ వేక్ అప్ మేలుకో మమ్ము ఏలుకో అండ్ సేవ్ us సీతా సమేత నా భాగ్యమ all the good deeds that they have done, they have taken the shape of Rama. Narada and others, he includes himself also. Narada and others are singing your praise. Please wake up. I have butter and milk, partake of it and bless us. In another piece also in Saurashtra, Mitrodayamayi, our friend has risen. The sun, solar rays, Rama was born in the solar rays. So our friend has risen. Mitra, please get up. Rajarajaduru, the kings are waiting at your door to take lessons in diplomacy. Please wake up. I have in golden cups. This poor man offers milk and honey in golden cups because he had a big heart. He says, it is a golden cup bedecked with jewels. I have honey and milk, partake of it, and blesses. Meluko dayanidhi, meluko dasharati, meluko dayanidhi, meluko dasharati, meluko dayanidhi, meluko dayanidhi, mitrodayamau vela, meluko dayanidhi, meluko dayanidhi. వెన్నపాలు కంగారు గిన్నెలోనే నుంచినాను, వెన్నపాలు కంగారు గిన్నెలోనే ఉంచినాను, తినగారగిల్చి తేట కన్నులతో నన్ను చూడ మెలుకో దయా నిధే మెలుకో దాశరథి మెలుకో దయా నిధి. Take this, the offering of milk and honey, and all you have to do is just to look at me. తేట కన్నులతో నన్ను చూడ. If you just see me, that is enough for me. And then he goes to the river Kaveri. If you have gone to the Kriviyar, you will see the Kaveri is very near, very adjacent to his house. Thirumanjana Vidhi was the street in which he lived. And just a few steps from there, you have the river Kaveri. And he goes to the river Kaveri early in the morning to take his bath there along with his disciples, comes home, and then he goes out for Unchavritti. Unchavritti means he takes out the tampuri and sings along the streets, pieces, very simple pieces, so that even children and the uninitiated can also join. The songs are very simple. They are called Divyanama Kirtanas. In Divyanama Kirtanas, in English they say it is doxology. It is a garland of names, the Lord's names. Kesha, Madhu, such names are included. And the music is very simple. Tavadasogam, 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 Dasharathe. Tavadasogam, 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 Dasharathe. Tavadasogam, 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 Dasharathe. And it has a number of charadas. They can also, the other disciples and the village folk, they join. Rama Ramana Rara, Rama Ramana Rara, Rama Ramana Rara, oh 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 Rama Ramana Rara, Rama Ramana Rara, oh Rama Ramana Rara, oh Rama Ramana Rara, Rama Ramana Rara, Rama Ramana Rara, oh Rama Ramana Rara, oh Rama Ramana Rara, Rama Ramana Rara, oh Rama Ramana Rara, Rama Ramana Rara, Rama Ramana Rara, Rama Ramana Rara, oh Rama Ramana Rara, oh Rama Ramana Rara, oh Rama Ramana Rara, oh Rama Ramana Rara, Rama Ramana Rara, oh Rama Ramana Rara, oh Rama Ramana Rara. There they join. Rama Ramana Rara, oh 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 Rama Ramana Rara, Rama Ramana Rara, Rama Ramana Rara, oh Rama Ramana Rara. ಇವರು ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಸಾಹೇಬ್ ಹೌದು. He used to play kinnari. Kinnari is the old form of violin. There is a photograph of Krishna Bahadur playing the violin. Violin in those days was called kinnari. It was at that time introduced in our music. Muthuswami Dikshit's brother, Baluswami Dikshit, and his disciple, Vadivel, these were the two persons who first saw the potentiality of the violin. They saw it in the governor's house, in the collector's house, one in Trivandrum and another in Madras, and they saw that this instrument could be used for Carnatic music. They learned, and they were the first to introduce it in Carnatic music. It was just at this time. They were younger than Thyagaraja by 50 years. Savitrinar was born in 1813, and this Vadivelu was his court musician in Trivandrum. And Balaswami Dikshidhar was Muthuswami Dikshidhar's brother. These two, he was in Manali, near Madras. There, that Mudaliar got hold of one European gentleman to teach Balaswami Dikshidhar. And another one in Trivandrum court, he taught Vadivelu. These two were the pioneers in violin. And Krishna Bhavadar, the son of Valajapet Venkatramana Bhavadar, he used to play in Thyagaraja's bhajan on the Kinnari. So he represents the Kinnari. And he goes around the streets singing. There are about 200 pieces, Divyanama Kirtanas. Singing this, he comes back, and at the home, he goes to the temple and returns. About 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, he teaches his students. Every night, it is said in the Shishya Parampara that every night Thyagaraja goes to sleep and he has vision, and one kirtana is composed. And the next morning he teaches the students. And I used to wonder what would have been the reaction of the students when they first heard Chira Sagara or any song. Suppose the Thyagaraja says, Indra Nedu Vachinadi, the Kirtana, Yavagandarlo, the Kirti Chesunam. What would have been the reaction and the thrill experienced by the students when they heard it for the first time? Let us imagine. Kira Sagara Shayana Ananmu 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 Kimtala Peta Valena Raya Rama Chintala Peta Valena Raya Rama Chintala Peta Valena Rama Chintala Peta Ksheerasagara has come. Adi mani ki chirali chinati nari mani ki chirali kai In this song he speaks of Ramadasa. Dhirudu Ramadasuni Bandamu Dirchanidi Nade Vinnanu. I have heard of your saving Ramadasa and getting him out of the prison. Ramadas story, you know, he spent all the money of the Tanisha on Rama's temple. And he was put in prison. And Rama appeared before the Tanisha and paid back the debt. And thus he saved Ramadasa. I have heard all this. Why don't you save me? And many visitors, having heard of his fame, used to come to Thiruviyaru to pay their respects to Thyagaraja. And one such Ustad from Benares, he had heard of Thyagaraja in Benares, and he came to Thiruviyaru. And when the lesson was going on, the Ustad from Benares came, and Balaji Bhatta Badar was a Saurashtra Brahmin. He knew, because he was a businessman, he did business in cloths, so he knew Hindi and other languages, Saurashtra. The Ustad from Benares said, आपके बारे में बहुत सुना है, आपके दर्शन के लिए आया हूँ. ఏంట్రా చెప్తారు, మిమ్మల్ని చూడడానికి వచ్చినారు, వారణాసిలో మిమ్మల్ని గురించి విన్నారట. And then Thyagaraja forgot himself. Oh Rama, you have put me in debt. You have spread my fame in such far-off places like Benares. How can I repay the debt? Dasharathe ni runamu dirpanaya. Dasharathe ni runamu dirpanaya. Tarama parama pavana nama dasharathe ni runamu dirpanaya. Tarama Tarama parama pavana nama charate. Tira dura deshamulandu Asha tira dura deshamulandu Asha tira dura deshamulandu Dharma parama pavana nama dasharathe ni You have listened to my music, Rama, and you seem to love my music. And I'm sure you are a Rasika Shiromani. Thyagaraja gives title to Rama. In one another piece, he says of himself, Sarasa. He knows the taste. A discerning Thyagaraja, he refers to himself. Sarasa Thyagaraja. Sumati Thyagaraja. In another piece, he says. So, such a discerning Rasika, Rama, he has spread my name, Ashatira, and my heart is full now. I am contented. I am satisfied with this. 10 years back, we are celebrating Thyagaraja Jayanti in Toronto, in Canada. There about 500 people from far off, they had assembled there. Almost all the South Indians, they were there. John Higgins arranged the festival, and I was called from Wesleyan. We flew there, and I gave a performance. In the morning, Aradhana was done, as is done here, and we celebrated Thyagaraja Day. All people assembled there, each one of them sang songs of Thyagaraja. And at the end, I was asked to speak about that festival, and I said, Thyagaraja said he was satisfied, Ashatira. His desires were fulfilled when even somebody from Benares, from North India, from our own country, they came and they heard of his fame. He came and paid his respect. He said, Ashatira. I wonder what he would have said if he knows that in far off, some 20,000 miles away, we are celebrating Thyagaraja Day here. That is how I finished my speech there. But this music will live forever, because he didn't sing for anybody. He sang for his own fulfillment and for Rama. And he makes us also partake of the joy he enjoyed. And because he lived with sound and Rama all the time. In the afternoon, again, people, the students, they sing the songs they had learned. Like Vedarjana. The Vedarjana, suppose you go the course. In the morning, the teacher teaches, and the students go by batches, and they consult each other. They do the earlier lessons by themselves. That is how we repeat, and how the memory is improved. And the older songs, because he is giving out each day new song. So the earlier songs, they must be recorded. They must be recorded in the hearts as well as in notebooks. Notebooks in those days were secondary. They were recorded more in the shrines of the people, the hearts of the people. Because up to our days, we never wrote the compositions. The teacher, if we write anything, take out a pencil. What are you doing there? Even my master used to say, listen, don't write. But now our students ask, Arohana, Arohana, as if that is the most important thing. We will not have begun the song. Suppose they come to the class, we want to teach some Asaviri piece, Ramayana. So they come with their own, that is their first concept. As if the whole thing is contained in the Arohana. We have to find the raga in spite of the Arohana. They don't. Such are the students now. Listening is the most important thing. Kattalil kettal nandru. Thiruvalluvar says, you have the knack of listening to people. Because what you know, if you go on talking, suppose I am talking all the time, I can only talk the things I know. But if I listen to this old gentleman, he may have so many things to give. I will be learning more if I listen. So, kattal kettal. So, in music particularly, listening is the thing. Instead of writing, You must be able to listen the nuances, or otherwise you will be missing the nuances. And the afternoon is spent like this. Visitors again. And I think for this day, one gentleman from Benares will do, because this is only one day. It happened from Govinda Maharar from Travancore, who sang Shatkalam. And this Govinda Maharar's music provoked the song Yandro Mahanubhava. So Thyagaraja was not in a shell. He was conversant with what was going on in the outside world. He knew musicians from Kerala, musicians from the north, many people, because he has sung in ragas like Yamuna Kalyani, Hamir Kalyani, Kapi, so many songs in Kapi he has produced. So he must have heard, and many songs modeled after Western music also. Sarasa netra paraguna samaya shiksha godharana, Sarasa netra paraguna samaya shiksha godharana, Papa gana prasamirana pamara palita pavana namachana, Papa gana prasamirana pamara palita pavana namachana, Papa samana sasara sasubramara nagaragava maramana, Sara samana sasara sasubramara nagaragava maramana, Yogi Vandya Pahike Sagararti Karana Raga Loba Durashi Thyagaraja Poshana Sarasa Netra Paraguna Samaja Shiksha Godharana Papa Gana Prasamirana Pamara Palita Pavana Namachana Tapa Samana Sasara Sasu Brahmara Nagaragava Maramana Yogi Vandya Pahike Sagara Tikarana Raga Loba Durashi Thyagaraja Poshana Sarasa Netra. This is Divyanama Kirtana. Charra Charra Samarai Ikashura, Charra Charra Samarai Ikashura, Charati Madhavitara. Charra Charra Samarai Ikashura, Charati Madhavitara. Charra Charra Samarai Surari Pumula, Surari Pumula, Surari Pumula, Bala Manutula, Kirula Kanala Samamosi Rama, Charra Charra Samarai Ikashura, Charati Madhavitara. Charra Charra Samarai. Chara is grass, Dharba. Chara is arrow. Rama used the Dharba for the Kakasura. Chara Chara. To you, Chara is Chara. Even the Dharba becomes a narrow. Vallavanuku Pullumayidum, please. Chara Chara. Samareki Sura. This describes his valor in war, battle. So he uses this Raminchu Varavarura Ragutama Ninuvina Samadhi Chadguna Gana Sakala Bhuvana Janulalo. And even Dikshidhar has 40 pieces based on Western melodies. You must be knowing the British national anthem, God Save the King. Send him victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us, God save the King. Chintitartha Prade Chidrupini Shive Shri Guru Guha Sevite Shiva Moha Kare Santatam Pahimam Sangita Shamale Sarvadhare Janani Sarvadhare. Sangita Shamale, and he uses this tune. Chintitartha Prade Chidrupini Shive Shri Guru Guha Sevite Shiva Moha Kare. God save the King. So they were not conservatives. They had an open mind because it's an universal science. Music doesn't know any barriers of geographical or religious or language, linguistic. They came above, rose above these distinctions. And Thyagaraja and Dekshidhar, they were eclectic in nature and they absorbed the best in other cultures and they produced beautiful songs. And Thyagaraja, he has composed in North Indian ragas, just like Dekshidhar. Dekshidhar brought many new ragas. And Thyagaraja also has composed in Amir Kalyani, Yamuna Kalyani, Kapi. These songs, these ragas, he has used also, Thyagaraja. As I told you earlier, visitors used to come to his house to pay respects because his fame spread far and wide. And there was one Govinda Maharaj. He had a tambura with a flag. It's a challenge. Can anybody sing like me? Just like that. And he brought the tambura, 6-stringed tambura, and he sang before. Thyagaraja invited him, please come, and asked him to sing. And he sang in Shatkala, and he was called Shatkala Govinda Maharaj. We don't know how he sang, because I have once heard Harinagabhushanam Pantulu of Andhra doing the Bhairi Varnam in 6 kalas. I have heard. It's almost beyond imagination. It is such chauka, vettugala chauka. This is only 2 kala. You go slower and slower. This you have 3 kalas. And I have heard my master, Thyagaraja, sing in 3 kalas. And then slower still 4 kalas. Slower still 5 kalas. And slower still 6 kalas. So it should be so slow. And when he heard, and in the fast tempo, it will be like the Pakistan brothers. They do it very fast. And Thyagaraja was so full of admiration for the music of that great man, and he gave expression to his feelings. Yandaro Mahanubhavam. There are such great men, we don't know how many there are. This one we know now. So many may be there, of whom you have not heard. I will just sing. In the Charanas, he speaks of people who have devoted their lives for the sake of the science of music. Paramaba Gavadamau Nivarashaji Viva Karasana Kasanandana Dikisha Surakim Purushazan Kibusudanaradatum Guru Pavana Sunu Bala Chandra Darashugazana Jabavabu Suravarulu Paramabhavanulu Karulusha Kadulu Kamala Baba Sukabu Sadanu Babuluga Kayanta Roma Panu Pagulu Parama Bhagavatul. So many persons are recited in this particular charana. Parama Bhagavata Maunivara Shashi Chandra Vibhakara is Surya, Sanaka Sanandana, Digisha, the 8 lords of the directions, Kimpurusha, Sura, Pavana Sunu, the Anjaneya, Pavana Sunu Bala Chandra Dara that is Shiva. Bala Chandradhara, Chandrakala. Pavana Sunu Bala Chandradhara Shuka Saroja Baba, Brahma, Saroja Baba Bhusura Varulu and Brahmins. Parama Pavanulu, they are holy people. Ghanulu, great people. Shashvatulu, they live forever. Kamala Bhava Sukhamu, as I told you, they enjoy the Brahmananda. Kamala Bhava Sukha Anubho Galava. Kamala Bhava Sukhamu Sadanu Bhava Luga Kayanga Ro. Such people there may be so. This one sample. And we must have one talk on Indra Mahanbhav and one talk on Sadhinchini. That's the great, it is the quintessence of Bhagavata. That is Samayaniki, Tagu Mataladani. Quintessence of Bhagavata and Gita. So we must have, this is only one day in Thyagaraja's life. You must have more days and we can share the joy of studying these compositions. We have to study. You devote your whole time, because not only the music but the words, they have so much value in Thyagaraja's songs. That's the greatness about him. Like other compositions, it is not just a string of names. He has so much messages. He has such a message to deliver to us, and his experiences. All these are found in his compositions. And now Govinda Marar has come in the afternoon and he has gone. And then he goes to the temple, worships and comes back in the evening. They take food. After food, Rama is put on a swing and he waves the swing. Sita is seated and Sita and Rama, they are set to shower blessings on the devotees. And Thyagaraja slowly waves the swing and singing the praise of Rama. And from time to time, Rama will be talking to Sita. Sometimes, this is all in Thyagaraja's songs. Sometimes he may turn round and look for Thyagaraja. And Thyagaraja will be ready with betel leaves. He has prepared the pan with all the condiments there, and he will produce. And he describes one such scene in Devagandhari. Devagandhari seems to be a very favorite of Thyagaraja. When he visited Madras, he lived in a place, 4 Bandar Street. You can go and see the place even today. That is where he stayed for 1 week. And each day he sang Devagandhari for Rahandanam Pallai, all the 7 days. So Devagandhari was a favorite of his. And this scene he depicts in the Devagandhari. Kolubu Unnadi, come and see my Rama in court. Kolubu. Kolubai Unnadi, Kodanta Padi Kolubai Unnadi, Kodanta Padi Kolubai Unnadi, Kodanta Padi Kolubai Unnadi. Salalita Matulai Sadaku Salalita Matulai Sadaku Salalita Matulai Sadaku Chilulai Salalita Matulai Sadaku Chilulai Salalita Matulai Sadaku Chilulai Vala Chuchu Kori Vachi Sevim Vala Kuluvai Nagade Salalita Matulai Sadaku Chilulai Vala Chuchu Kori Vachi Sevim Vala Kuluvai Nagade Kodanda Padi Kuluvai Nagade. Udurajamukuru Sheshaya Udurajamukuru Sheshaya Paini Jalanga Gagari Udurajamukuru Sheshaya Paini Jalanga Gagari Purami Kumari Sugandhamapuriya Namina Varalage Purami Kumari Sugandhamapuriya Namina Varalage Kadakalkini Korina Varamiya Jagara Junanaruna Adugaru Madupulala Diya Dira Mahiya Kurvayu Nade Udurajamukuru Sheshaya Paini Jalanga Gagani Purami Kumari Sugandhamapuriya Namina Varalage Kadakalkini Korina Varamiya Jagana Tunanaruna Adugaru Madupulala Diya Dira Mahiya Kurvayu Nade Kodandamani Kurvayu Nade Koluvayunnade Kodandamani. The Kodandamani is in court, holding court. Please come. How should you come? Salalita Matulai. With tender hearts you must come. Hard-hearted men have no place there. With tender hearts, Salalita Matulai. Lalita means tender. Salalita Matulai. Saraku Shilulai. People of good conduct. You come. Valachuchu. You must aspire with all your heart to have darshan of Rama. Valachuchu. Kori. If you want to have darshan of Rama, come. Rari. And have darshan of Rama. He is lying down on the Shesha Talpa. Udurajamukuru. The Ramachandra. My Rama with the face like a moon. He is on the Shesha Talpa. Udurajamukuru Shesha Talpa. Shaya Paini Jalanga Gagani. And Purami Kumari, the Sita, she is pouring the Chandana paste on him. And the devotees, Namina Varalike, Kanti, he looks at these people and gives them their wishes. And Thyagaraja Adugadugu Madupula Randisi. And I am there to give the betel leaves from time to time. Whenever he looks there, Adugadugu Madupulu. Madupulu means Vetrama Pan. You see how he has lived with Rama. How sweet. Just to think of such visions. He has several visions. He speaks of several visions. In one song, beautiful song, he says he had the privilege of being along with Bharata, Lakshmana and Anjaneya in the court of Rama. And Rama tells Bharata, you have the chamara, you need not do it. Thyagaraja, you take hold of it. That's a beautiful song. Nati mata marachidivo, Nati mata marachidivo, Chinna nati mata marachidivo, Chinna nati mata marachidivo, Rama chinna nati mata marachidivo, Rama Chinna Himata Marajitivo. Oh 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 Chinna Nati Mata Marachitivo. Oh, Rama Chinna Nati Mata Marachitivo. Chinna Nati Mata Marachitivo. Rama, have you forgotten what you spoke to me when I was a child? So this happened when Thyagaraja was a child, Chinnanati. You told me something far back. Do you remember? Have you forgotten it? Mati mati ki na pai, mati mati ki na pai, mati mati ki na pai, matana je jutsu, 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 yetiki yochana bhagyamuni danuradi matamara chitivu. Mati mati kina pai manana jutsu yetiki yochana bhagyamuni danuradi matamara chitivu. Oh Rama Chinnanati matamara chitivu. Chinnanati matamara chitivu. Did you not tell me, why are you grief-stricken? You look sad. Why are you sad? I will give you that privilege. And mind you, Thyagaraja was a Hitchcock to the nth degree. He was a master of suspense. In the Pallavi he says, have you forgotten the words you spoke to me? That's Pallavi. Anupallavi. You said, why are you sad? I give you that privilege. Which privilege we don't know. And from this we know that Thyagaraja was sad. When did it happen? Where was he at that time? Tarunula baguna tanamula jujuvela. You are looking at the dance by young ladies. Tarunula baguna tanamula jujuvela. You are looking at the dance. And what was I doing? I was looking at your feet. Charanamula nukanine karagusu sevimpa. He was not looking at the dance. He was looking at Rama's feet. Charanamula nukanine karagusu sevimpa. Such dance and music is going on there. Rama is appreciating it. And he is going to describe what else is happening. But from the Anupallavi we know that Thyagaraja was not happy. He seemed to be sad, looking at the field. The cause we will know immediately. Bharatuni karacha maramunu nilpuchu. And you stopped Bharata, who was wafting the chamara. The chamara, you know, in the temples you will have. He was doing the chamara. Bharatuni kara chamara munu nilpuchu karunanu Thyagaraja varadudani balgina nadi matamara chidivo. Ee bhagyam nidenu. Ee bhagyam nidenu. You come, Thyagaraja. Why are you sad? Come. Bharata, you stop it. Did you not tell Bharata to stop and give that privilege to me? So this happened when Thyagaraja was young. So he had such visions. Here was a man who had visions like this, beautiful visions, couched in the most beautiful music. Words equal to the music, and music equal to the words. You cannot have better music. Unlike other rishis also might have enjoyed bliss like this, but we don't know what happened. But we have concrete and now we are coming to the end of the day. And it is late for, not to us, but to Rama has got to be lulled to sleep. And he has several compositions to lullabies for Rama. Laliyugave, and he used the lullaby raga Nilambari to put Rama to sleep. And even if by such songs he is not able to sleep, he puts him on his lap, the child Rama, and by Jo Kuttu, Jo Jo Rama, Ananda Gana Jo Jo Rama, Ananda Gana Jo Jo Rama. You see, Jo Jo Rama, as if he is patting each note there. Jo Jo Rama, Ananda Gana 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 Jo. All these come under Utsav Sampradaya. He had daily festival for Rama, Nityotsav. For Rama, it was not Pakshotsava or Varshotsav, it is Nityotsav. He was living with Rama, and each day Rama had to be fed, not once in a year. So every day, in the morning, he gives him milk and honey. And when he puts him to sleep, Saramaina, Shadrasa Yutamuna Bakshamulu, he gives him all this, and then he gives him Vidamu Seja Ve Nanu Vidanadagabe. Vidamu Seja. Beautiful pieces. Each a classic of its own. Several songs like this. And he not only gives betel leaves, he gives betel leaves with music. And he himself sings. He doesn't allow others. Thane Thyagaraja, Thane Paduchu Uchaga. And he puts him on the swing and wears the swing himself, singing the songs himself. Thane Thaga, Rama Brahma Thanayude Thyagaraja, Tha Paduchu Uchaga. That was his privilege. And he puts him to sleep. And he goes to sleep in search of new songs. Many songs can come to him in visions, and such songs he is going to teach tomorrow. The disciples who are fortunate to sit at his feet. And in the course of 1 hour, we have traversed the 24 hours, a cross-section of such a long and useful life of Thyagaraja. Manasaraga Nidhanamaga Salpina a life. Danlo. One day we have been with him, and you have given me the pleasure and privilege of taking you also with me and be there with the great man, the great soul. And Yandro Mahanubhavulu, you are also Mahanubhavulu now, because we have lived through these days, and I'm very happy I was given this opportunity to be with you. Thank you.